Okay. To the chapter 4.3. Okay. The topic is the application of sugar. Sugar is the most used ingredient in the bake shop or bakery. Sugar has several functions in baking. Okay, the most recognized purpose is, of course, the sweeten food, to sweeten food. But there are many other reasons sugar is used in cooking and baking. Actually, if the bakery is using yeast, not a chemical leavening agent, and the yeast may digest the sugar. The sweetness may be decreasing, Okay. Then there are other reasons sugar is used in cooking and baking. First one, it can be used to browning effect. Okay, what is browning the effect? When the ingredients in the food, especially the free sugar and a little bit of amino acids, when they combine together during the higher temperature, maybe 100 degrees Celsius or higher, that will generate the pigments or some color. And for example, when we baking a pizza or a toast, then the surface looks very like gold, like brown. It looks very delicious, and that is browning effect. Okay, let me show you this. Is browning effect. That is a chemical reaction. Free sugars and free amino acids, when they combine together, they will appear after the high temperature treatment. They will appear this. And fresh bakery bread like this. Yo, it looks very yummy, Okay, then come back. That is called browning effect of browning reaction. Maynard is a scientist. Maynard reaction. Both caramelization and Maynard reaction. Maynard is a scientist, and we call it browning reaction. Everything from the bread to cookies to cakes. Browning gives a pleasant color and flavor to finished products. Caramelization results from the action and heat on sugar. At high temperature, the chemical changes associated with the melting sugar result in a deep brown color and new flavor. It's a kind of experiences. I just guess maybe tens of thousands ago, humans start to do the bakery, and they found as long as the kind of chemical reaction, the bread becomes more delicious. And the Maynard reaction, you don't need to memorize this term, but we did because my background is science and nutrition, so we need to memorize those terms. Okay, results from chemical interaction between sugars and proteins at high heat. Maybe more than 100 degrees Celsius. Okay. An amino group from protein combined with reducing sugar to produce a brown color in a variety of foods. Example, brewed coffee, fried foods, and bread. So now you learn this concept, this Maynard reaction of browning effect. That is one purpose, the one contribution from the sugar. And sugar also acts as the most important tenderizing agent in all baking goods. Whoa, okay. Tenderizing, very soft, not hard. The texture is really good. And one of the one of the factors responsible for the spread in cookies, it helps delay the formation of gluten, which is essential for maintaining a soft or tender product. Okay, that is another contribution from free sugars. It makes an important contribution to the way we receiving the texture of food. For example, adding sugar to ice cream provides body and texture, which is perceived as smoothness, and the addition helps prevent lactose crystallization. And when I was a college student, professor emphasized this part because dairy product is the most important ingredient in ice cream. But during the process, you may eat a little bit of small crystal that is lactose. Adding sugar may prevent lactose crystallization and thus reduces sugar crystal formation, and otherwise causes a grainy texture and sometimes associated with frozen dairy product. Okay, that is another contribution, especially in the ice cream. And it preserves food when used in sufficient quantity. Okay, again, it preserves food when used in sufficient quantity. Okay, I have a question. I think I can have a short break here. Why adding sugar may, why adding sufficient sugar may preserve food? It's a very old biotechnology, maybe thousands or not millions of years, okay, maybe thousands of years, okay. Why adding sugar, when adding sufficient sugar can preserve food? I expect to hear a specific answer here. I know it's very common. I know it's very common for you. When my grandma always told us how to preserve fruit, make the fruit dry, she added a lot of sugar into the fruit, then something like this. But what is the scientific principle of this? Okay, 1 minute. Let me have my water. Maybe try. Past days, or in past years, the science machine was not in an advanced situation. So our patient what's the reason? What's the reason? I expect to hear a scientific term. Very close. You are correct. A specific term. Is it? 什么？Yep. Pressure. We have specific for the concept. Sorry, because it is very important, because on the background of science, we need to memorize those principles. So I just have easy atmosphere here, slow down a step. How about let's answer, and I will my opinion. Let's answer. Don't worry, no matter your answer is correct or not, you will not affect your level notes. I will give a higher score like this. Okay? Yeah. You can listen my opinion. Sorry, you mean the fish? The sufficient amount. Yeah, correct. But the principle. Okay, let me type it. Here is the key term, water activity. Oh, okay. Yeah, I hope you can enjoy my teaching and you can. Okay. I had a concept that activity water is different from water concept. Different concept. Water activity in short definition, it means that water is available. Don't worry. As an English native speaker, I need to think about how to use that. Okay. Water activity. Water activity is 1. Maybe 0.6 of the value. That's okay for preserve. Salt or sugar. So you just answer can extend thousands of years ago, the human, they already know how to preserve food. Yeah, their life experiences, they know how to preserve food with. They didn't know scientific background. They didn't know the principles. And now, after 1950, scientists have a theory that is water activity. Water activity, that when we add sugar and salt, because that is very attractive to water. When they combine with water, the water is not available for microorganisms. It means microorganisms cannot spoil those. Yeah, you're right. So, okay, now have 1 minute. Please write down the notes. The key word is water activity. And in the second textbook, we will explain this. Type it. I know. Like Thailand, Vietnam, Philippines, and also some Taiwan, some part of Taiwan. We have abundance of agricultural products, and I think we can learn the courses from our. We have food processing courses in our department. You can. Okay, and. Okay, let me have copied this link. Then paste to. Okay, let's see. Here is an online group. I copy paste the link to you. You don't need to write down the notes. You write down your opinions. Yeah. Okay, ready for you. Okay, now I'm going to share an important concept. Another important here. In the beginning, I typed how to lower the input. Activity input. The first page. And let me tell you the important. Okay. For understanding those new concepts, those information are okay. But when you write down your notes, I encourage you to cite, to use the reference from reliable or academic sources. Again, try to use information, reliable information, or academic resources. And the first, I don't know this company, but when I saw the .com, it's not the top of choice. Again, when we saw the website with .com, that is not the top choice. And maybe it's worse than the Wikipedia. Wikipedia, they tell you how to do this. Okay, Wikipedia, click it. then we got this is water activity is the partial vapor pressure. Let me copy to you. And please remember, please prevent to use Wikipedia directly as your reference. Again, please prevent to use Wikipedia directly, but how about indirectly? I place in. The opposite meaning of directly means indirectly. Can you do that? How to do it? Very easy. Check this. Partial vapor pressure on the water in a certain bubble like this. Move down, scroll down. For me, I cannot memorize the formula either. I'm a scientist. You don't need to memorize. Okay. How can you say correctly? Here. Sorry, the wireless. I don't need it. Okay. The key point is here. References. Again, the essential parts of that, especially for example, I studied about construction, about concrete, and studied steel, how to build a building. I don't have knowledge about this. I can check Wikipedia, then references, because most references in the Wikipedia are reliable and academic in the academic group. So references. Get it? Again. But they cannot be the references. Thus, we can use it indirectly. How to do that? Read the confirmation, so read the information from the texts. Then try to find references. Reliable or academic. Write down this as a note. Again, actually, I can use this website. You can, but you need to write your opinions. You can write your opinions. Okay, let's move back here. Let's move back to okay. Then let's resume here. In baking, it increases the effectiveness of yeast by providing an immediate and more useful source of nourishment of the yeast growth, especially because it's a common source of yeast, and the essence that leavening process by producing more carbon dioxide, because during the process, the yeast can digest the sugar, including glucose, fructose, some sugar like this, and generate carbon dioxide. If the carbon dioxide is concluded in a bread, the bread will expand. It's called the leavening, which allows the dough to rise and at a quick and more consistent rate. And just as there are many functions of sugar in the bake shop or bakery, there are different uses of various types of sugar as well. Let's look at that. Fine granulated sugar is mostly used in bakers. It generally dissolves easily in mixes and is pure enough for sugar crafters to boil for poured sugar decoration, and coarse granulated sugar may be used for tapping the sugar cookie on top of it, puffing pastry and dash pastries as it does liquefy. It doesn't liquefy or caramelize or so readily. Okay, what does it mean, liquefy? Originally, it should be solid, and it becomes liquid. We call it liquefy. It don't liquefy when used enough sugar powder. In some European countries, an extra coarse sugar called hell, literal translation, is used for this purpose. Okay, then icing or powdered sugar is used in icing and filling, and is sifted from as a top decoration on many baked goods. Okay, powdered sugar, for example, the fried donuts, and it can coat it with the powdered sugar. Brown or yellow sugars are used where their unique flavor is important, or bakeries where it's an old-fashioned rustic image is projected. And brown sugar can usually be substituted for the white sugar without technical problems in sugar butter mix, such as cakes and muffins in bread dough. And personally in Taiwan, there is a called steam bun, for example, like this. I don't steam bun maybe is not a correct English. Like this. Personally, it's steamed. The dough, the mixture of the dough. Then, for example, the white steamed bun, steamed bread. I like this. It's a traditional Taiwan food. But personally, I like the in black because it can use the different dye, like a caramel, the dye, or use brown sugar. It looks more healthy, more delicious. And some people like the white steamed bread. It's not baked. It's steamed. It's made by the steam, heating the water and generate steam, not baking in the oven. And this kind of like this one, it's brown sugar steamed bread, like this, and this is the stuff. You can put the meat, the ground beef, something inside, something like this. And I hope when you guys come to Taiwan, you can enjoy those foods like this. And personally, I like this one. It's not expensive, maybe $20 for one piece of that. Okay, we just finished the chapter 4.3. Any questions? Okay, no, if you have question, you are welcome to stay here to discuss. If no more question, just 1 minute to ring the bell. Okay, we can have a rest now. Okay, see you next time. We have exams. Okay, we have no exams. Don't worry. Okay, see you next time.